Welcome, Aquarius. This is a love reading. I am asking for a story that is specific and true. So when I do this, the downside is that for many of you it will not resonate because it is a specific and true story only for some. So I apologize if it doesn't resonate, and I hope that you stay tuned for the next reading. And for those of you who this reading will be for, I know you don't know yet, let's get started. First thing I'm going to ask are to show me regarding the current situation and Aquarius, one of the main players in Aquarius's love situation. And 3, I'm going to take them off the top. And 2, and in 1. So these would be, we're looking for either a main player or important energies in your love situation. Ready? 7 of Swords, good Lord. That's the 7 of Spades. 8 of Swords. 9 of Swords. All right. Boy, this is going to be heavy. First of all, I don't feel like this is you. This is a person regarding your love situation who is literally biting their nails. I don't know if you know anyone who bites their nails a lot. Maybe they don't do it in public, but they are stressing. Like whenever this person, whatever they're doing during the daytime, whoever they're with, they're zoned out and stressing about your situation. Okay? There's something, they've got so much anxiety. They're either stressing about something they did or stressing about something that's going to happen. This, unfortunately, I feel is their idea of what they wanted to do to you, or they could be seeing you in this situation right now. What is it? As someone who doesn't know what's going on, but they're stuck. That there are restrictions. They have been restricted in some way. But I have a feeling that it can be victimizing someone. This energy here, I feel, is not where you are right now. It's where this person wanted you to be, I feel. And this is not what you did. It's what somebody else did. It's very, very sneaky. And it does, that person doesn't, whoever engaged in it, they did not have good intentions. Now I'm going to pull one more card off the deck to see if one of these major players is, boy, 7, 8, 9, and 10 of Swords. Well, if this is the person that did something to you, it's the end of their road. And now it could be, and it's a final ending is what it represents, but it's if someone who's in a lot of pain, there is a split coming out, so I'm just going to have a look at this. So the 8 of Wands, there's communication that you're going to hear about this soon. And the 6 of Swords, no kidding, what a surprise, this is you sailing off into calmer waters over all of this. So someone's going to hear that you left. Now, I'm not sure where this is in the story. This could be in the past. Could be in the present, in the future, but we're going to find out about this in general. Are we allowed to see from this? This is not the deck that we'll be using, but are we allowed to see who one of these main players is? The 3 of Swords, Betrayal at the bottom of the deck. There's a Two of Wands. There was a major decision being made. It amounted to betrayal, something that was kept out of your sight. Three of Pentacles, people working against you. I just, that whoever is responsible doesn't want to show their face right now. That's not surprising. Now, let's get started with your reading. Let's get a number to begin with, Aquarius. We've got 11, Justice. That makes a lot of sense. I feel that in relation to what's happened, especially here in the intro, look at you at the bottom of the deck there. There has been an injustice. It could also be that you've made the right decision in some way, or that Spirit is about to straighten something out in a very, very fair manner. So, all right. So, where shall we start? I think what we're going to do is ask for a story to be told from the past, present, and going as far into the future as we can. So what we're going to hear is a chronology, a story, a chronology. If it doesn't resonate with you, you can hang in just in case, you hear a tell of something like this happening. Or just switch off and come back for the next one. But what I'm going to try to do, Aquarius, for the Aquarius meant to hear this, please help me to interpret the cards correctly, Spirit. And may we please have a chronological image in front of us of the important and salient aspects, enough that Aquarius can figure out if it's their reading, and also including the messages that they need to know, along with inspiration and hints from Spirit, saying that's a lot to ask. I know. All right. All right, going back to the beginning and what this was all about. Going back to the beginning, please, Spirit. And what this was all about. Going back, there's a definite split coming out right now. Clarify. There's a very simple answer to this, but I'm feeling like that might not be it. That is why I'm going to clarify. Going back to the beginning, Spirit. Going back to the beginning. And what this was all about. Yeah, this is not as simple as I thought. This could be a bit dark, guys. Before I clarify again, the energies that I do see for certain, I actually see you being this sea creature here in the Strength card. The Strength card in this deck has a different meaning. Notice how in the regular deck, the Strength card is the 8th major arcana. It has the number 8. It's that beautiful woman with the lion, and she is taming the lion with unconditional love. And the lion has, is a ferocious animal, but with her, he's acquiescing. His tail is between his legs, and she's being loving, and the lion trusts her. That is the 8th major arcana card in the regular deck. In the regular deck, the 11th major arcana card, which is the card that we rolled from the beginning of this reading, I don't know if I kept that part in, is justice. It can be a very serious injustice, or it can be something being straightened out as to, connote real justice, an adjustment. But in this Deviant Moon deck, the cards are reversed. They've reversed positions. In other words, justice has become this card, an injustice. And you will see when we get to the card of actual, I'm going to show it to you right now because it's important in order for you to understand what's going on here. One moment. Yeah, okay, so this is going to be a bit of a long reading, but I don't think it's going to be vague, put it that way. These two cards have a lot of significance for your reading here, Aquarius. So just to begin with, put very simply, from the very beginning, because we're back at the beginning about what happened, these two cards, so I found out where justice was in the deck, by the way. It's here, so I don't want to disturb any of the order of your cards, but I want to show you how significant this is and how things started out in the beginning. The way that you saw the world, I believe, and not just, this wasn't just from learning, this was from your baseline approach, feeling. No matter what anyone says to you, I think this is your sort of the way you approach things, no matter how bad the world gets. First of all, the way that you approach things is through the Strength card, which I'm just going to get out in another deck just to show you how perverse the world is right now, according to the way that I think and you think that it should be. It's not that you're naive. You're well aware of the way the world is. It's just that I don't think that your principles can be compromised. And this is where the trouble, quote unquote, began for you on this journey. So you can best be described. I'm about to tell you how other people see you. It's in this card, but it's not this version of the Strength card, which is why I'm trying to find the Strength card in this so I can show you. So what happened here is at the very beginning, where all the trouble started, was that either when you were young or at some point when you started to be noticed, people were viewing you as a very kind person, loving, wanting everyone to be happy, emotionally mature. I'm not saying you were perfect. You could have been very outgoing and, feisty, but a good person deep down, okay? And especially in the following regards. First of all, you were unafraid of things that other people would have been afraid of. For example, when you were little, maybe, if you were in a camping with your parents or something and there was a wild animal, you weren't at all afraid. You loved it, and you simply maybe wanted to get closer to it. There's a wild animal. And from a very young age, I believe that you realized that you had a very special connection with animals. And that's because you did. Because animals, it doesn't take them time to know whether or not a person has good in them. They will automatically connect with people who are close to source because they are. Animals in them do, all of them, have a very pure sense of unconditional love. Now, so animals as ferocious as a lion, you could easily establish a rapport with them through trust, even if it's just something as simple as, let's say you're, in the woods, maybe your father or mother like to hunt or something, and you're in the woods, and perhaps a very, very exotic fox might have come out of the woods for a moment and stopped, and you might have made eye contact with the animal. You knew in that moment that you had a very strong connection with spirit, with nature, with that animal, stronger than any of your brothers or sisters or mother or father. You just had it. And it's not something that you can learn. That's a blessing of yours. That's because you're close to spirit. So now going forward, perhaps you had your ups and downs, and people can be badly behaved sometimes in their teens, but overall, through life, your motto was to, I don't think you were ever afraid of being around. Maybe perhaps your job might have required you to be close to people who were violent or something like that. You were never afraid. You always knew how to appeal to people through understanding, not through force or intimidation or condescendence or threats of judgment. No. That's a lower vibrational energy. It's at level 5 on the tree of life. It's called Gavura. It is where most people in the justice system operate. The police, about 25% of the judges, certainly 99% of the prosecutors. It's a spiritually, excuse my language, retarded level to be at, and it's not their fault. It's just they are here, at that level of development to work on whatever it is they're working on now, and in the next 100 lifetimes they may get up to your level. But for people who believe that judgment and punishment and making people feel guilty and putting them down and being forceful and putting people to death and capital punishment, those people, I call them spiritually retarded. And I don't mean anything about anyone who is compromised by chromosome number 1. Au contraire. People who have Down syndrome, I find them to be highly spiritually advanced in terms of unconditional love. Now, I digress. So, back from the beginning, Aquarius, this is you, and this is probably something that you may have even had to hide, because by and by people will start making fun of this. People on a lower vibrational level will start making fun of people who are like this, What do you mean you're putting your first name in the phone book as a female? Aren't you afraid of, violent criminals attacking you? You're pretty stupid to do that. Well, actually, telephone company, I am a female criminal defense lawyer. And so I actually need my violent criminals to be able to contact me, because sometimes they lose my number. So, for example, telephone company, my new client who's charged with aggravated assault, now he's going to need to get in contact with me. So what if, because I've done so many pro bono cases, the telephone company cuts off my office line? I need my violent criminal to be able to get in touch with me. I was speaking with a female defense lawyer who practiced for almost 28 years. And she was asked by someone from her governing body, don't you ever get afraid of the people that you're representing? And she told me that she had to laugh, because she told me that she for one never ever felt afraid in the presence of her clients. Where she did feel afraid was in the presence of her governing body, for these people who had no sense of what unconditionally loving people who are in the trenches, people who do that kind of work. Now, I digress. So this card in the Deviant Moon, completely different meaning. Let me show you. Here's the Strength card in the Deviant Moon. Unfortunately, this beautiful fish creature is you. All right. Now, you are in a chokehold here, and this person up here, this could be, we're going to find out, it could be your person, it could be your employer, it could represent, the 5 gang stalkers, it could represent somebody that you don't know that has been working against you. And do you see the number 11 up there? What it is hinting at is that this has to do with justice, with an injustice. So what has been keeping a strong hold on you, trying to, what's happening here is they're forcing your mouth open. They're trying to get you to say something, trying to get you to react, trying to see something, what you're made of. But obviously you're in pain, or trying to prevent you from talking. This person is angry at you, and look at you. You're out of your element there. You're out of the sea. You're still alive because your lips are red, and you have your little tail there around their ankle, but it's just to keep your balance. You're still alive there. This is what you're dealing with. A bunch of goofs. And I think that person, because of that number 11 there, is probably in some kind of a high up position. Now, let me show you what that card traded places with. So, do you see the number 11 here? There it is again. Justice. Yeah. So let me show you the card that it traded itself with in the Deviant Moon. Now, here is justice, but it's notice how it's numbered 8 in this deck. And that gives us a hint that because here's justice, and the 8 in this deck is strength, and what it shows is somebody overpowering a sea creature. Obviously, the sea creature has done nothing wrong. Taken the sea creature out of the water and literally trying to, it could break its jaw right there for no reason. For what reason? Out of anger. This man is a big fat man. He doesn't need to eat the sea creature. He is just bloody angry at an innocent sea creature. Let's look at justice now, because this card is related to this card. This is the opposite of what real justice is. Justice over here involves one decision, one sword, balanced scales. It requires that curtain behind this person, because that is a record, a karmic record of all the good that you have done and all the bad that you have not done. And so what this means is if you were able to get into trouble and you have racked up in the karma bank a whole whack of cool, good things that you did, that sword, which, by the way, in the regular deck is blue. This is the this is the Radiant Tarot, so it's not an exact replica. But that sword is blue, so it's got empathy. So that's why when somebody like you who has a massive amount of good karma built up in that curtain, if you somehow get into some bit of trouble that you did do no, and whatever trouble you got into, it wasn't because you had hateful feelings for somebody, but perhaps you made a little boo-boo, skipped a step or two. There was no victim, but you got into trouble. This is why this person gives you a break. It's called a karmic reward. But now, putting that aside though, this decision is always in your favor, all right? You being the querent here, it's always in your favor. And the square there on this person's crown is Keter. There's only one square, and it's spirit, all right? The scales are balanced, and there is only one decision there, all right? Now, we are going to put this down, and I'm going to show you what the card looks like. First of all, there is no Keter in her crown. There is some kind of an expensive jewel, so indicating the absence of spirit. She's supposed to be blinded, but she has one eye open. See that? She's actually standing in front of a jail, not a karmic. Just look at the door to that jail back there. See that? It's a pretty dreary place. Look at the keys that she has on her. So she just puts people in jail. She lets some people out too. And I want to show you the keyhole. I'll see if I can focus in on it. I'm going to point to it and see if I can get you to focus in on it. So it's right there by my... You see the keyhole there. So she can let people out of jail. But now I want to show you where you are. Notice how there's two swords? So she doesn't make the right decision, requires one sword. She's two-faced. And let me show you now. Let me show you where you are in this. So here you were over here in strength. You see your healthy little tail down there. See your little what do they call those? Not flippers, but fins. Yeah. And you're still alive because you've got your gums are nice and red. Now I'll show you where you are here. You're down at the bottom there. See your little fins and your tail. Now, what does all this mean? I'm going to put this back. So we were starting from the very beginning. Okay? And I asked for a chronological story. And we got these two cards. And I strongly felt that this is you, that that you're being overpowered here. For no reason. I am not sure who this is. I asked to clarify. I then got the Chariot and the Empress. And I'm still not certain who these people are. I'm going to get one more split, because what we're looking at is a chronological from beginning to end. We're trying to figure out what the heck is going on in your life. All right? One moment. I'm going to ask, why is the Queen of Cups up there coming toward these two characters? What is that cup for? Why is the Queen of Cups coming toward the person in the Strength card? And what is the cup for? Clarify one more time. Why is the Queen of Cups coming for the Strength card? And what is the cup for? And one more. Why is the Queen of Cups coming toward? Whoa, we got another injustice. What does the Queen of Cups intend to do with that sea creature? What does the Queen of Cups intend to do with that sea creature? Nine of Cups and the Star. Okay. Okay, put quite simply, this person, I believe, is that person. That tough guy there is this person. These are two people. I don't know if it's a brother and sister, a mother and father, two people at work. It could be your person and someone else. It's two people. These could be siblings. It's two people who are trying to overpower you. I don't think you, at this point, so this could be somewhere in the past, you could be younger. They just want to get you on their, they want to get you subscribing to whatever that they do. They're finding it hard to do, so now they're forcing something down your throat. It could literally be, I think it's more of an ideology. It's more of they're trying to get you to take, and this could very well be an organization or a family. You don't want this cup that she's bringing you. They're going to try to force something down your throat. It could be an idea, an ideology, something like that. These two people want to overpower you. They want to win. Look at this. Four of Swords. You may have cut this person off, by the way. They may just simply want to put you down. Now, they're having a very difficult time getting you to acquiesce, because I see what's happening is that you're standing up for yourself and saying, no, I don't want to do it that way. That's not the right way. See you later, Gator. And I have my own things to do. They're horrified over this. I'm going to find out why, but these are people who are wretchedly unhappy because they couldn't control you. But darn good thing that they didn't, because these people are cheaters. It's the Six of Pentacles and Justice. So you perhaps knew that there was something that they were doing that's wrong. So, in a very general way, this is what's happened. Star, you're associated with Nine of Cups. You know what's right. You have a wish. Problem is, you may be everybody else's wish, too. That could be, causing a lot of trouble here. Now, let's see if we can start getting into something more specific. So I think that's where it all started. You not, refusing to go on board with a bunch of controlling people who, believe these people could believe that, maybe they believe in capital punishment, maybe maybe some of you believe in that, but put it this way, you have fundamental beliefs that I think are much more open-minded than theirs. And they, from a very young age, were trying to, get you to, they were trying to force something down your throat, and you just had your own sense of who you were, and this pissed them off. Now, so this is going to be a long reading. I'm so sorry about this. Let's see what happened then. So we've asked for a chronological from past, present, and future of what's going on here, please. We're getting 3 coming out right away. Yeah. Beautiful. Wow, look at this. So one card needed to go back, but this happened quite deliberately. This is such good news here. Yeah, this is quite hilarious. So in relation to one of these people who was trying to strong arm you, something's coming out underneath that. Yeah, see, it could be. See, this person could be, this is the 8 of Pentacles, so this could relate to work. So someone at work may have been trying to strong arm you or trying to force you to do a certain thing for work, that is monotonous. But anyway, so in relation to that person who was trying to shove something down your throat or put you in a stronghold, I think there was a little spiritual justice here. You made things right. And here you are free. And I do think you were that sea creature, because look at the water there. Yay, you're out there free, and you even managed probably to free a few of those cute little other fishies. And you're happy. And I believe that is the prison behind. That looks like the buildings, the same kind of buildings. But you're happy and free, and the fact that you're in that, I know it looks sort of like a court gesture, but it also looks like they had you in jail for a while, spirit, from a metaphorical. There's another card that wants to come out under here. What is this? Yeah, because of your high priestess energy. So you're very wise, very, very wise. You may also be a little psychic as well. Sorry, there's another card that wants to come out. Yeah, and I feel like these people are very angry. They're angry because in relation to this other person here who was trying to get the words or the ideology ready to shove down your throat, that these people may be very, very greedy, but you got away from them. They weren't able to do this, all right? They had planned on putting you in jail for some of them. Anyway, let's keep going, and this scallywag card is going to go back in there. So that right there historically could be why, there could have put a bee in somebody's bonnet toward you, that at a very young age you would not be socialized or programmed or brainwashed. You had your own sense of self from a very young age, and, it were difficult, I feel, to fool or to program. Heck, you guys you don't even want to be numbered. But it is true about the vast majority of Aquarius. They do not like to be labeled. They just don't. And it's so incredibly, I was listening to a Jordan Peterson very recent lecture the other day, and he was quoting many sociologists on the dangers of group mentality, labeling. It really impedes progress in all sorts of areas of life. All right, so let's keep going. So chronologically then, what happened next? What else is along the timeline from past, present, future? What else is important in this particular Aquarius groups? Okay, here we go. Wow, oh boy, this is getting interesting. So, I am going to get something to clarify, but what I'm seeing generally is that this person here keeps messaging you. So here you are working away, minding your own business, and along comes, you're just waiting for this Eight of Wands communication. Looks like it's from this person again. Now, what's interesting is I want to point out something about this person here who is not you. If you were to take a magnifying glass and look very closely, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make this work here. There is, it's almost like a hole in the cup, and their substance is dripping. So that woman up there, whoever it is, or man, they believe that there's in scarcity complex. There's only so much love to go around, only so much money to go around. So when you subscribe to that, it makes people fearful of losing love, fearful of losing money. It makes them greedy. So this could be why you don't like to hear from this person, because you don't subscribe, to their, perhaps this person is depressing to be around because of their ideology, their beliefs. They're contrary to yours. So it's almost like here you're expecting communication from this person and you're literally kind of ducking. But somehow this person always manages to get some kind of communication through. So maybe you've blocked this person by telephone or whatever, but somehow, this person is going to get this message through. All right, let's keep going. What happens then, please? Yeah, because this person here just loves to bring towers, loves to bring bad news, towers. So there's some kind of bad news that this person has brought in. It's a sudden and unexpected. This person has brought in this news of this terrible, sudden, unexpected thing. Who knows what it is? Okay? It could be news of, a disaster, a car accident. Maybe it's news about someone that you guys both know. Guys, I'm seeing a few letters. I'm literally looking at letters on a blanket right now, and I don't know how they got there. Alexandra, maybe Alexandra could be a name that is Alexandra or Madison or in the year 2005. I'm actually looking at a blanket and I'm seeing, don't worry, I'm not crazy. I'm seeing the word Alex as well. Roe and Daddy Day. The year 2005. Mandy. Something like that. Sorry about that. That may or may not resonate with you. Okay. Let's keep going. And then what? Yeah, jeez. So this woman, or whoever it is who's just brought in the really, dramatic news, They may present a choice to you. They may be saying, okay, so we've got to do something about this right now, okay? So are we going to, here's this, are we going to go back? Are we going to go forward? We're going to make a decision, and they may also be blaming this on you. They may be saying, don't you know that this is an effect of what you did in the past? Don't you know? And I feel like you're there going, really? Oh, I'm so sorry. But you're doing it tongue in cheek here, I feel. You're pretending to be surprised because you know damn well. Just look at what the devil's up there. Betrayal. She's trying to blame it on you. There, your handprint is on this. But it looks like she could either be forcing you to make a decision and saying it, or blaming you for something that happened in the past, because that's the Wheel of Fortune. Now, that woman I feel is the Queen of Cups. She's lying, of course, because back here I believe that that's also that woman. And do you remember the man in the chariot? There he is there. So it's sneaky. Whatever she's doing, it's sneaky, because I feel like the disaster was caused by them. They're hiding it. They may actually be holding back money that should be yours here. Or they may have stolen something. And they're trying to blame it on you. It's a clock around that person's neck. And I believe that that is the Queen of Cups, which is the same person that's trying to scare you there. I'm going to get a clarification for this split. I also think that if there was some kind of a tragedy with the wheel, I think that you're the only person that's really upset about it, These people know more about it. They've somehow managed to monetarily gain from it. And at the same time, they're trying to blame you. They're trying to upset you here. So still, this may still be in the past. We may not be in the future yet. May I please have some clarification on what's going on here, please? On the wheel and these. Okay, so there's 3 coming out. Yeah. Yeah, I think what's happening is this could be something relating to your family. This is the energy that your family had toward you. And what they're trying to avoid is being exposed. That this is really all their fault. All right? I feel also they could be pissed off that you're happy and free. And what it does show in general, if this is your family, that contrary to what you thought, you thought you may have, wanted to feel very happy about your family. This is actually what was going on. Big, bloody, competitive mess. And the people in here are that woman, these 2 people, the Queen of Cups, the Chariot, all trying to compete with you. For what? You didn't see any kind of competition. You weren't trying to compete with anybody. What they were pissed off about is that what it comes down to is that you were unconditionally loving. And, I think that's what's going on up there. Now let's keep going. I feel like we're getting into the future here now. I don't know if the young lady Angie from the live last night, that would have been a late Friday night live, is listening. But if you are, this must be resonating off the hook for you. Okay, let's keep going. So let's try to go into the present moment and future, please, for Aquarius. And thank you so much, Spirit, for the information. Show me more. Okay, there's your split right there. Wow. So, you know, this would be one of the people around you who, again, feels like there's not enough love to go around. You know, there's only a certain amount of love, only a certain amount of money. Waste not, want not. This could be a very frugal person. Over here, I feel like this is you. You've had to carry a lot of burdens. I do notice that you're walking in a direction away from her. And you've had to carry a lot on your back. And I don't even think that these people have realized the troubles that you've had. But you just endure. You put one foot in front of the other. And the whole idea of that card is, it's also a card of single mothers, of having to do everything on their own. Perhaps they're taking care of a family member, or perhaps you're just the only one at work that did all the work, you know, and never got credit for it. I am going to clarify. So, I mean, this could be, in the present moment, you just having to walk away from this situation, whatever it is, because it has just become so bloody burdensome. That's you, I feel. Yeah. Yeah. Now, interesting. I just want to make sure that I'm right about this, so I'm going to ask. Can you tell me, please, who is in the Nine of Wands? Who is over there in the Nine of Wands? Yeah. It's somebody who came at you very aggressively. Somebody who's angry that you're happy. And why are they worried about... Who's in the Five of Cups, please? Yeah. I think that this could be one of your siblings. What they're worried about themselves. They're worried that they may have ruined everything. And on a very minute level, they do miss you and they feel guilty. Because I think that you used to be very kind to this person, could be a sibling. And they're wondering, how much do you know? They're also feeling a bit bad about how you're disarmed there, your hands are tied behind your back. They tried to keep you stuck, but you're not. You're not. You're on your own, and you're making your own money here. You're comfortable. So I do think that there is still some sense of these people do love you. They're worried that they pushed you to the point where, you know, you've had it with them. All right, now let's start going into the future. Show me more, please. Let's go into the future now. Show me more, please, for Aquarius. Wow. Show me who the King of Swords is here, please. Who's the King of Swords? Wow. Put that over there. And who is in, or what is the Ten of Swords? Who is, or what is the Ten of Swords? Yeah. And one more clarification. What is that Queen of Swords saying over there? What is she saying? What is she trying to point out? What is that Queen of Swords trying to point out? think the Queen of Swords is that Queen of Cups. She's trying to point out is that you're not angry. So the Queen of Swords over here is trying to point out that what they were trying to do to you is put you in the Ten of Swords, to trap you. You know, they've used up all 10 swords, stabbed you in every part of your life that you can imagine. The idea was for them to keep you trapped. Notice how, you know, not to make a dramatic comparison here, but whenever I see that sword going through the hand, I think of somebody being crucified. And that's what they were trying to do to you, to crucify you. You know, to make you feel depressed down to the point where you were so trapped that you couldn't do anything. So, but what she's pointing out is that you're not sad. You're not angry. What's happened is that you just seized an opportunity to walk away, to get out of here, and you're at your Nine of Cups. That whatever they did, it was completely, utterly ineffective. It didn't work. And this is making them very, very angry. Very angry. Now, show me more, please. Show me more about the future, please. It's over here. So they are all, here we've got the Five of Wands. I feel like whoever these people are, they're fighting amongst each other. Over here is the Lovers. It's a binding contract. It's something that these people, it's a choice that they made. These are two people I feel who are bound to a contract. But now you see, they're fighting amongst themselves. I'm going to ask to clarify the Lovers' binding contract here, please. What is that binding contract or that choice? What is that binding contract or that choice? Yeah, I feel like, again, they're still, they took an opportunity to gang up on you, to compete with you, to cause you absolute massive desecration over here, to get ahead of you. That was the binding contract. So they're standing there now in the Seven of Pentacles looking at it, trying to figure out whether or not it worked. And I feel like it was composed of many, many, many lies. But I feel like over there with the Page of Cups, that could be your energy right now. And what you're doing is you're sheepishly, but not sheepishly, but you're politely declining here and there. No, that's okay. I don't need to come to dinner. I don't need to, I don't think I'll take another contract with this company because I have to do this, I have to do that. You're telling little white lies to get out, whatever it takes to get out of this, but you're doing it in a loving way, and look at how innocent you're looking here. I think this is making them very angry. Show me what the Five of Wands, can I clarify the Five of Wands over here, please? Yeah, because they're trying to get you, somebody's trying to suck you back into this energy here. They want to, and I feel like this is the Queen of Cups and that other person who were working together. Either that or it's them trying to get you to work together again with them, but you're not. There's something else. There's a challenge here that you've taken on. It's something else. And notice how, you don't have much here. There's no property here, but what you do have is a opportunity here, a challenge that you're going to take. You are in no way interested in any of this nonsense over here. You know, so you're declining, declining, declining. Let's keep going. Show me what happens next, please. They just won't give up. So I don't know if this is, could be a sibling, it could be a coworker, it could be a boss. Somebody is literally continually coming after you. If this is the Seven of Wands, notice how you're running away from them, but you're maintaining your position despite the naysayers. And it's like you're running out of the death forest here. But they're and they may be pretending to be loving. They may be pretending, you know, that they have something for you in that cup. Yeah. And I feel like this is your energy there. It's like you saying, I am not, sticking your tongue out, I'm not going to engage in your Five of Swords or your Seven of Swords energy because I have my own dreams and aspirations here. You have your Nine of Cups dream here, and you're focused on your dream. You've got the genie in the bottle. You know, despite what that Queen of Cups believes, that you know, there's only so much love to go around, there's only so many things. You know that through the power of manifesting, through the genie and having the genie in the bottle is much better because it's the source of everything. You don't believe, you know, that in scarcity complex. You know that love comes from within, that the source of everything, creation, is within you. So I do believe you continue to get the hell out of Dodge here. There's a decision here. I feel like these are the other energies trying to keep you in. They may be digging up information on you. They may be, you know, saying mean things about you, coming at you aggressively, trying to cause damage somehow. But in general, I think they're very, very upset about your decision here to move on. Okay, show me what happens then to Aquarius. Happens then. I think we're in the future here. Okay, so there's three things. Yeah, I believe that you cut off contact with these people. You stand your ground. They're still coming after you. Literally, these may be some narcissistic people, and the only way to get away from them is to maintain your position, run, and lay low. Cut off contact with them. And notice that you have an extra sword under here. Even while you're sleeping, you're prepared, you know, to pull it out. So I do believe you're cutting off contact with these people thoroughly. Show me what happens then, please, to Aquarius. So somebody, what's under here? Yeah, again. So we've got Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, Queen of Cups. Again, there is still a very aggressive energy. Ooh, I just realized something. Wow. Okay, one moment. I am going to clarify what's going on here. What I want to clarify is the sun. Something's being exposed here. Clarify the sun, please. Clarify the sun. Yeah. So the sun, people who have been coming at you aggressively here in the past, this is all going to be exposed. Now, these are people coming after this Queen of Cups energy. Knights, especially the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords, these can be police, believe it or not. Yeah, and that's the group of people that were collaborating against you. Somehow, without you doing anything, these people are being exposed. And the reason why is because of this. This is, it's the karmic wheel, but it's also, quite simply, cause and effect. In other words, you've told a lie. At some point, the impact of the lie causes something else to happen. Now, when that other thing happens, the people who told the lie, they have a choice to make. They may either do the right thing, which is to correct the lie, or they may have to do something else to cover up the lie. And very often, it's that second thing, when the wheel turns, that is done, that is even worse. And that is karma. This person is doing it to themselves, cause and effect. I'm going to try to give you an example. Let's say somebody has done something very wrong. Perhaps they crashed your, perhaps they broke into your internet, your documents, and ruined something, crashed something for you, caused you damage. But it could have been someone close to you, so they had to make sure that that secret was kept, because perhaps if it came out, that person would be very embarrassed. It could be someone that is very looked up to and someone close to you, and it would be horrific for them and embarrassing, and it would ruin their entire facade, their mask, if anyone found out that it was them who had done it to you, because they are pretending to be this helpful person. Now, perhaps somebody else finds out about that knows you, and they say to that person, I am going to tell Aquarius what you did. Somebody has to know about this. And because that person is so shallow and they care only about their reputation, they make a knee-jerk decision to murder that person, to kill them, that it's that decision that's how karma operates. It's so now if these are police over here who are exposing it, they're even a result that is 10 times worse than simply them going through the embarrassment of everyone finding out that they ruined a project for you. Something 10 or 1,000 times worse happens. That's exactly what operates here. And I think that's what's going to happen in the future in your situation. There's something coming out there. Yeah, and they're going to lose everything. Massive loss. All right, let's go a little bit further into the future. I think we're nearing the end of the reading. Again, I'm sorry this was so long, but I think it's an important reading for many of you. So what happens then, please, in Aquarius' future? What happens then, please? Okay, it's right here. You continue to gather your strength to move away from this person. You're done. You're just done. You don't want revenge. You're done. You know. Show me a little bit more. You do manage to completely and utterly cut off contact with this person. There's a main player there, obviously, that you can see, that Queen of Cups. Show me a little bit more what happens. Now, in comes some news. And the news that's coming in, this is not you or your energy here, but there is news coming into you. And it is about unethical, illegal behavior. News is coming into Aquarius. Show me more. There's 3 coming out. Wow. Beautiful. So Aquarius, This person is really a very important person. It could be your person. It's definitely a divine masculine. I think that you end up in some kind of a position of power. You may end up with your divine masculine here. You end up back in your star energy, your fool energy, some kind of a wish, a desire that you have is granted because of this. It could be a lover, freedom, a brand new start, a child. It is an absolutely, utterly beautiful result of all of this. And I think the moral of the story here is, first of all, it is a difficult journey when you're surrounded by people attacking you, causing you loss, trying to put you in jail or in the 10 of Swords or the 8 of Swords. But what you did was you simply turned the other cheek. You were aware of what was going on, and you used you either cut the people off in a kind, silent way. You did not seek revenge. You really knew that what was going on was these people were attacking you because of the lack of spirituality from within them. And you are beautifully ascending here to your star, your fool, and your emperor power. And in the end, you end up with all your wishes. A divine masculine here. Power, respect, authority, and you've maintained your true self, which is freedom, faith, hope, inspiration, and courage. Well done, Aquarius. Let's get 2 oracle cards for you. I paused that on 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. Can you imagine that? So here are some direct messages from Spirit on how you maintain this, and advice for the future on how you maintain this, and advice for the future. Wow, yeah. Aquarius, this is you. I am the loving energy of the universe. And can you imagine that that's why you were attacked? And here's why, despite everything that they did to you, here's why you ended up in the emperor energy, the star and the fool. Why? It was because of what was on the inside of you. My outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition, because you were unconditionally loving. I'm going to get 1 soulmate card from you, just as an extra little. I might actually get 2. I'm going to see if I can get this displayed, because every now and then, even with this deck, I can get a little split. Sorry, guys. All right, so something there. I'm going to take the bottom one as well. Oh, something else. Yes. This is a key motto for you. Dwelling on the past and future keeps me from experiencing the power of now. I make a conscious choice to be present. I accept love now. I am grateful for your love. See, you're just focused on love, 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 love. The love that emanates from my beloved's heart is light that stems from the mind of God/goddess. Through each other we become one. I give thanks for the endless blessing that is you. I feel like that's the Emperor speaking to you there. And here is Aquarius's advice to all these people that were working against. This is what Aquarius would say to the naysayers. In order for you to heal your relationship with another, you must first heal the relationship you have with yourself. Forgive yourself. Accept yourself. Love yourself. Yeah. Because these are people, you see, that Queen of Cups and the nasty person in the Strength card. They, notice how the cup was always dripping. They felt like that love did not emanate from them. It was only in the cup, and so they had to keep it, and it kept dripping. They didn't understand where it came from the true self. Let's get a Chronology before we end this reading. More wisdom of the Aquarius that was in this reading. More wisdom from the Aquarius that was in this reading. A personal issue reaches resolution. Now, that to me is that you know how to resolve personal issues, but one of the only ways to resolve, notice how it reaches resolution, is it may simply to withdraw your energy from people who are personally, attacking you. But here's your gift, Aquarius. A new start is coming. And do you know that that is tomorrow? Because the next new moon is on February 20. So there's something very new and beautiful coming for you tomorrow. One chakra card. Can't help myself because it's such a powerful reading. I'm actually going to pick 2. 1, 2. See what we have. Wow. This doesn't just focus on one chakra. It focuses on them all. It's the only card in the whole chakra deck that says this. All things work best in conjunction with all things. So some of you are doing chakra balancing because this is just simply the card of all chakras. Equilibrium. So a chakra balance. So I do feel that you guys are balancing your chakras. If you're not, there is a 7-minute video on YouTube, so you can just listen to it. You don't have to do anything special. Lie back in your bed, put your earphones on, and spend 7 minutes balancing your chakra. And here we go. The third eye chakra. This is your intuition. Trust. Trust your intuition. It is in higher contact with a higher source of knowledge. That is the key to how Aquarius does things. Only require trust in yourself, faith in yourself, and trust and faith in the divine. Beautiful job, Aquarius. Thanks for listening.